Man, what it do, goddamn. It's that goddamn council radio, the real bully talk. None of that Wendy Williams shit. I'm gonna keep saying that. You know, we got a special guest host, Holy Fire Candle's very own creator, founder, big time brother. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking goddamn good, great Puerto Rican. Goddamn Ruben, what's happening?
What's going on, peoples?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start it out. Y'all know it's titled. I even tagged the man in it, so you know what I mean, because you probably got Wi-Fi right now, Jason. Okay? Everything Jason is saying is true. We did have a deal with Masterpiece. I was supposed to bring Legion, aka Fat Girl, back to Masterpiece, which I was all for it. I was against it because I felt like the dog was too big to go back on his daughter's small back. She's a small dog. Well, some time went by. He had some personal issues, you feel me? And he calls me and tells me, hey, look, go ahead, do your breeding. Which, fellas, does that not negate the breeding? Does that not make it null and void on his end?
Absolutely. Yep.
So you broke the breeding, Jason, not me, by letting me do my breeding. So stop telling me to save face on Facebook, bro, that I broke it. You can keep telling yourself that all day, bro. You broke the breeding when you told me to use Kato first. I'm not putting that dog back through that because she can't whelp puppies that good. That dog don't need to be bred again. Only thing that Jason looking at is, oh, the puppies turned out good. They was taken care of. Because we, my girlfriend, my wife and I, had to fucking make sure that these dogs had goat milk. You feel me? The fellas even know. Fellas, what did I not have to use goat and motherfucking lamb milk to make sure these puppies made it?
Yeah. I think everybody know that.
Okay. So therefore, if I have to have another additive, that means the dog was not a good mother. She did good job cleaning after I showed her and taught her. That means that dog does not need to be bred again. You feel me? Regardless of what it is. You broke the deal, bro, when you sat up here and told me that go ahead and use Kato. Bad living situation, your girlfriend fucking cheating on you, your mama goddamn fucking your son, your sister, your brother, your aunt or your uncle dying ain't got shit to do with me, you and this dog. You called me and told me straight up, bro, and my broad was standing right there. Go ahead and use Kato and I will send you her papers. Because, bro, look at the text messages. Who fucking papers are you talking about then? Because you can't send no goddamn puppy papers without my AP number from Kato. So, you know that wasn't the situation. You got mad because I went to Facebook because you was ducking me. But it was funny how your motherfucking rabbit ass got on Facebook real quick when I went and tagged you and got your picture. Which one of your little cronies goddamn told you, hey, do it on your ass? Bro, you know what you called me and told me. And even if we was to do it the correct way like we should and had contracts, UKC even states if you use an outside stud, it is motherfucking relinquished on the person's behalf. You relinquished it by letting me use Kato in the fucking jump. Please stop me when I'm motherfucking wrong. Because the initial breeding for that dog was to go back to her father. You negated it by telling me to use Kato and you told me you would send me her papers. I told you since I did not like what was going on at ABKC, I would not pay my money to register her there. Now, all of a sudden, the dog becomes UKC. You feel me? All of a sudden, she's UKC now. Now, all of a sudden, the papers is coming. You feel me? Yeah, he got me. Then, goddamn, I got to call your ex-old lady. You know what I'm saying? And you sending me old pictures of motherfucking paperwork, and that don't make no sense. Why the dog somewhere, but you got his paperwork? You feel me? You doing all this tough talking instead of being a man, bro, and texting me. Because you got the Facebook quick as hell. Out of all the people that done tried to contact you, it took me to have to do this whole ass shit here to get hold of your whole ass. Because, bro, you right there in Shelbyville. You got any problem with me, bro, it's a 6-7 hour drive home, boy. You feel me? Don't talk tough because I ain't talking tough. You in my inbox, give me options like you John Gotti. You feel me? For all I give a fuck, they ain't gotta have no papers because you see, I sold the dogs to good homes. I sold the dogs to good homes. I deal with dog people. I like Masterpiece for a base foundation. Don't nobody really know or give a fuck who Masterpiece is. I just wanted to do right by people and get them their paperwork because they wasn't fucking tripping. They took the dogs and were happy. That's what you chauvinistic, goddamn broke wannabe dope boys need to learn. When you really got good product, it's going to sell itself. I don't need a self-entitled fucking dog to motherfucking do what I'm supposed to do. I had good, healthy puppies. I have a fucking male that produced these puppies who has a good temperament. That's all these people wanted to see. So I wanted to be righteous by my word, not just say it for Facebook and give these people what they deserve, what they paid for. That's what the community is so-called supposed to be about, and y'all fucking it up. Yeah, they was happy not getting no papers, so why not make my clients more happier and hand them their papers, be like, hey, you know what, thank you for not hounding me, thank you for not bitching, you paid your money, here go your papers, Miss Stockwell, here go your papers, Mr. Hot. But thanks to Jason Blue, and he can't handle his home living situation or handle situations like a man, guess what, now all of a sudden, I reneged. How can I renege when you even said it in the motherfucking picture I tagged you in that, hey, it was okay. Go use Kato. So, bro, you negated. You broke the deal. Stop saying that shit so it sound good. You're not finna juice me out no more money because you ain't got nowhere to go, bro. You feel me? Now, all of a sudden, you stationed where you at. I'm not getting personal. This is just facts. This is what you setting up here saying. Now you went to jail, this, that, and the third. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But this is what y'all need to understand in the bullet community. I'm not a part of y'all shit. This is why. It's because you can't sit up here and do a co-on with somebody. Be honest with the shit. You feel me? I'm sitting up here saying that was the deal, but I was not the one to negate the deal. I was not the one to make the deal null and void. The fucking dude that sold me the bitch made the motherfucking shit null and void. You, Jason B. motherfucking McDermott. You, Jason McDermott. You, the one who negated the deal, Jason B. McDermott. You, the one told me to go ahead and use Kato, Jason B. McDermott, in Shelbyville, Illinois. Right on the other side of town, which I think is you on the east or the west. I'm going to find out. Because, bro, what it is, bro, you got to realize something, bro. Y'all do a lot of tough talking on this internet, bro. And y'all really not about that. I'm not a tough person, but I know a lot of tough people. And I know a lot of people who see this situation ain't right. And I know a lot of people who was around in the beginning. Because, bro, all they got to do is scroll down Tory G and see where you even said that the dog was mine and, bro, good job on the litter. It's all on my page. It's all in text messages, bro, that you pretty much was saying the dog was mine. So do we really have to go through all this bullshit ass screenshots and all that? Why don't you just send me my paperwork, bro, like you said? You negated the deal. Be a man, bro. Pull your motherfucking goddamn tighty whities up, bro. Grab your dick and be a man and say, you know what? Yeah, I said that shit. Be a man, bro. So this don't matter. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And like I'm telling people, bro, you got people out here. You feel me? You know, I'm trying to keep it 100, bro. I got people like, bro, you straight. I ain't never fucked nobody over no fucking dog, y'all. They dogs.
Hey, bro, check your signal, bro.
Okay. Now you tell me that. Look, y'all got to realize something. This is why I tell y'all, don't do co-owns. Co-owns ain't good. It's just a way for the previous owner to juice you. You feel me? I'm learning the hard way. You feel me? I had a few old heads I should have listened to. I should have did the shit. You know what I mean? But to get what you want, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I knew Masterpiece was a key piece to what I needed, especially how she was bred. Now I can't really give the people what they wanted. You know what I mean? Like Jason, you're not gonna make it out to make me look like a hypocrite and say I'm chasing the money. You could keep her papers, because guess what, Jason? I'm gonna say it right here on air. We gonna both lose out. Fuck you and them papers, bro, because guess what? I don't get my papers, bitch, you don't get your breeding, since you wanna be a fuckboy about it. Now you can go tell that like Martin said, bitch. And bro, I called you a bitch, because guess what? Only a bitch sit there and renege on the deal and try to turn it back up, and I guess you done got straight now. You feel me? Bro, when you holler at me when you see me, dog, I live right up here. You say you know people in St. Paul, pull up, homie. I mean that on my motherfucking dead son, bro. Now, on to Mr. Ruben, because I'm done with that. Because it's on, bro. Like, bro, you made it, it ain't about the dogs no more, bro, when you fuck people like that, then turn around and try to lie, saying I broke the deal. I didn't break shit. I would have never took the motherfucking dog, bro, had I knew you was gonna be a bitch about the whole situation. I ain't never once said you was lying like you trying to lie on me. That was the deal. You feel me? That was the deal. But you called me, matter of fact, on a goddamn Sunday. I wonder was that the day she put you out? Cause that's when you was calling me being all emotional and shit. Bro, yeah, gone. Yeah, that's what it was, fellas, wasn't it? That's around by the time she came in heat. That was about a Saturday or Sunday, wasn't it? Because I think I was on the phone with Brandon and Chris then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about a Saturday or Sunday. You caught me being emotional and shit. Even my partners know, bro, I was trying to check with your funky ass to make sure it was okay to use Kato. Because I know you didn't want to. You don't know how to breed. You just want to make bully after bully. See, I checked your little story out in Houston, homeboy. You keep believing with my ex and thinking I ain't nobody, bro. I'm a quiet motherfucker for a reason because of the people I know, big homeboy. Since you want to talk tough, you John got it in the inbox, homie. Talking about I know my options. Well, keep your options and sit on them bitches, bro, while you watch that man hug your kids and tuck your kids in that night. Sit on them
All
motherfucking pictures, bitch. Sit on them
right, bro.
papers,
All
punk.
right, bro. All right.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Cause he made me mad, bro. Like I never like, bro. You gotta think, bro. You sat up here, bro, and then you get on Facebook talking tough, bro. You feel me? Like I wasn't even trying to disrespect you. I'm letting it be known. Now we're gonna get disrespectful because you're in my inbox talking like you John got it, like you could have me touched or something, bro. You know what I mean? This is what people in the bullet community need to hear, bro. Dude, soft, man. This is what you soft ass people do. Y'all want to threaten people and switch deals, bro. It's a dog. Keep your motherfucking end of the deal, dog. You the one called my house and told me that, hey, go and use my dog. So either way, bro, if we even had a contract and went to court, you negated it. But you too special to see that. It's called negated contract. That means it's null and void because you went against it by telling me to go use a different stud. So the contract wouldn't even stand if we was in court. It's called negated contract. That means you the one pulled brakes on it because you are the initiator of the contract. Bruh, my motherfucking folks is not the Republic. Yeah, I went and checked. That's why it's egg on my face. Bullet community, this is egg on Tory G face that I did not get something in writing from a person. You feel me? This is what happens to you when you don't get something in writing dealing with these dogs, man, and make sure that you get it notarized. Because I called Notary Republic today, and that's what they told me. That's what that was. It was breach of contract on his end for the simple fact that he was the one to try to shift the contract. He shifted the contract to basically, you know what I'm saying, to make it null and void because the contract stated that her very first breed was to go to her father, Masterpiece, her sire. You feel me?
All right, we got to get back on scheduling programming now.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go. I mean, I ain't tripping. Let's go.
What's going on, man? Hey, man. Ruben, what's happening,
Yep.
homie?
How you doing, man? How you doing, guys?
Man, more of the story is, man, people, keep y'all word, man. And it's just that simple,
Yeah, I'm going to burn your
Keep
ass.
your word and cover your ass with contracts. That's how we can start this out with the man Ruben, man. First off, man, thank you, Ruben, man. I'm gonna keep putting it out there. You're a real solid dude, man. You sponsoring all the trophies for September 16th. Like, let's keep it 100, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I want to give a shout out to my team, man, because I can't do it without them, man. My wife Kelly and my good brother Charles Coolers, bro. It's all a team. Everything happens together. It's an honor to be on you guys' show. And Tori, I feel your pain, man. I mean, a lot of stuff is built off of lies, and what happens with one lie, man, leads to another. Sometimes, in life, man, we just got to cut it a loss and move on from it and count another blessing coming your way. You understand?
Yeah. Appreciate that, big homie.
It's just keep your head up. You understand? Sometimes.
Yeah.
You understand? Life turns out like this, and especially more in the bully world, man. These guys, and it's not knocking everybody because not everybody's like that. It's more like the newer generations or the guys that definitely need the money. Money can really change just about anything in life, man.
Yeah.
And us being dog men, we see it daily with the dogs, and it really hurts. It hurts because it's killing the breed, man. It's just going somewhere else, man. It's like I see guys with these top dogs, top studs, and they won't do a breeding that makes sense because it's not they're not making no money, not benefiting from it. So how they actually making a real good dog? It's like these things.
You're right.
These things are really bugging, man. These guys, you understand? Come on, let's make the right dog. I mean, not everybody has the dough. Not everybody has, but they have the intentions, have the passion, the love to making that dog, man. You understand? But a lot of these guys ain't doing it, man. And these are the same guys that, you understand? They'll give a breeding to someone that's hyped up in the game or someone that's claiming they know it all. You understand? But they're not honestly doing it for the dogs. You understand? And it really bothers. It bothers me a lot.
And that's the biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? When you look at situations, it's like they don't realize you really killing the clientele when you do that. Because if you get somebody like me that's never really fucked over nobody, and they get to saying or doing something, it gets in that one ear. It may not get to 1,000 people because I ain't Terrell or Gomez or whatever. You know what I mean? But when they do, that fucks things up. Word of mouth was always how anything could be started. And if you can't keep your word on stuff, then that means how I know you kept your word on the dog having shots or boy to tell or how I know Edith's dog ain't even got her own papers. You know what I mean? You couldn't keep your word on nothing, on something simple.
I mean, it's just, I mean, not only the word, man. Like some guys, you know, they gotta have some morals, a little integrity, and not only that, you understand. I always claim education, man.
Yeah.
You know, educate yourself, man. I listen to you guys, to Christopher, Brand, a lot, Terrell, a lot of guys out there, you understand, that do have the education, you understand, and they put it out forward, and you guys put it out, and that's why I share, and hopefully a lot of people take it, because some of the people that claim to be educated in this breed are mainly, like, I want to just say it straight up, just experts at promoting. You
Pretty
understand?
much.
They that's what they are. They're not educating anything. They're not claiming anything. They'll tell you a breed is good when it's not. Breeding is fire, and we know it. You look at it, it's not right. It's you understand? There's no way it's going down.
Yeah, when you got you know what I'm saying, Ruben, you the OG on the line. It's like the old heads used to say back in the 70s. You're gonna barbecue, you're gonna mildew. Instead of them realizing that's not applicable to our situation, when you have to let something like this nurture, to actually sit back and be like, okay, I know my dog got a slight high rear, so how I'm gonna fix that? Am I gonna take it to this bitch? But no, her mama got a high rear. You know what I mean? You got to really take it down and look. If you could look at the first 4 generations of your dog. Contact them people, man. That's what that's what the dog game missing, man. Like me and Doc was, we was talking last night on the show. They missing that's the homie, that's the mentor. So yeah, I call him. I fuck with Gray Line dogs. So I be like, Doc, well, hey, I ran into this because I doubled down on Fuba. And he'll tell me, what he'll tell me? He'll be like, all right, back up off Fuba for a minute. You know what I mean? Go back around. You got Diego right there, cool, and leave out from there. You see what I'm saying? Like and that's what they not doing no more. Y'all got to excuse me about my little rant or whatever. We gonna get back on point. I just had to get that off my chest because it's a lot. I really have a passion for this shit. Like this is what I do. You feel me? Like, bro, I'm gonna keep saying it. When I was fucked up and didn't have nothing, bro, that's all I had was my dog, bro. You feel me? So to sit here and watch these folks not honor their deals and fuck over small camps and politicking dog shows, and like when you get on the air, bro, you can't really say nothing. Like I be listening when you get on shows and shit, and I'm like, dude, the OG, man, like why y'all ain't letting my man talk? Like, hold on. Like,
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I've been in the bullies like 4 years, 5 years, and been showing them like 3 years with my wife. I ain't in the bully that long, but I've been in the dogs all my life.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
I come from the pit bull era. I come from the dogs when we were giving away the bullies that came out of our breedings. You understand? We didn't want them big dogs. We didn't want that stuff. We're like, you know what? Man, that big head dog, get him out of here.
Okay.
Get him out of here. You understand? That's how it went. And that's the problem with the bully game right now, that these guys can't believe that a pit bull and a staffy came up and can bring a bully dog. Because you know why? Because they wasn't in that era. They don't know that it comes from that. They could never see it. You understand? That is the problem. I've seen it firsthand, man. I've seen puppies born, 8, 10, 9 puppies, and you be like, okay, this one got to go. And it was because that's how we was taught from the OGs, from the, when back then. They were like, these dogs are not the right dogs. You understand that they're the outskirts. Okay, and and someone took the great idea of taking them dogs and created a nice bully and created a nice breed. I'm very happy for it. I'm right for it. I signed right in. You understand? I love it. But at the same token, these guys are adding the wrong stuff, man. There's no need for that. If you take the blood correctly, man, you breed it right, you're gonna get that dog. You understand? It just takes a little time, a little patience, and a little studying. figure out your traits, figure out what you want in your breed. What are you looking for? Do you want a big dog, a little pocket, a bigger bully? You can get anything out of the breed. You just got to find that dog. There's no need to add it. You understand? There's no need to add it, man.
And
And
that's
it's
real
true.
shit.
It's just bad. Yeah, absolutely.
That's some real shit. And that's the biggest thing too, OG. When you look at it, right? Like I came from the game dog era. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted. When I stumbled along the gray line shit, I was like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all know me. I stumbled on the gray line shit. I had some Jeep double rascal shit. So we walking down the street. I'm like, man, look at that blue dog. Yes, Chris. I used to hate blue dogs back in the day, Chris. Okay, yes. Yes,
We're
Chris.
not talking about that right
Yeah,
now,
I used to
man. We're
hate.
not gonna talk about this, man.
So I'm walking my bitch, and out of nowhere, I'm talking about straight out of nowhere, a dog just cut across the yard. Boom, hit my shit. But when I tell you she whooped my shit up and down the goddamn street, you feel me? By the time the owner gets down there and we break the dogs up, you know what I mean? They kind of got into it. So we break the dogs up. I had to ask my man, you feel me? Like, what the fuck is that? Because it was tall and just smoke gray. You feel me? And he told me, he said, this is a gray line dog. I'm probably like 14, 15. I ain't even supposed to have no pits. I'm hiding these bitches in the woods by my mama house and by my partner house. I ain't even supposed to have no pit, bro. So I'm already tripping like, man, y'all somebody forgot the police. They finna go get my mama and shit. So dude was like, nah, you cool. You know, he took the dog, passed the bitch up, and he started telling me, it's a gray line dog, whoop-de-whoop. Then, you know, my folks ended up telling me about it. Yeah, you know, these some brothers that started lying out in California. So I started following this shit because I was like, if this big motherfucker can move like that, I want a dog like that. Because I'm like, bruh, the dog was moving so fast and so sound, it caught my dog off guard. You feel me? Like, I seen the dog come and the dog turned at a split second. But you have to realize the drive that the Mo brothers put into them dogs. And that's because they studied that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
They studied that fucking shit and broke it down to where, okay, I know this dog weigh 80 pounds, 18 inches, and need to be able to move.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
if I compile joints, the elbows, the pasterns, the stop, like people don't understand when you got water weight around the stop, when you start seeing them big bulky headed dogs looking like they got knots on their head, that be water weight around that dog head.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, Chris, OG, won't that put compression on the brain?
Yeah.
That'll put compression on the brain to where then you wonder why some of these dogs starting to get stupider and stupider. Y'all want to put all this fluid on these dogs. And when we say water, y'all, it's water as far as the blood, the tissue, and the fluid around the brain. That's when we say water. That's a dog man term when we say water on the brain.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's pretty much, y'all know I always say applicable to humans. That's applicable to humans too. We can get water on the brain if our temporal cortex or something, if I'm mistaken, our temple pretty much was to crack, the fluid will come up from our jawline up in our brain. Or I think it's vice versa. And that's pretty much what happens with a dog. When you have so much fluid on that dog, if he's to bump his head, it'll cause the dog to either hemorrhage in the head or for him to get water on there. That's where you see a lot of dogs shaking their heads, outside ear infections, and you notice your dog look like he might have got bit by something, and the dog actually just be having pressure on his head.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just like to talk shit and start shit, Ruben.
Hey, so Ruben.
Yes, sir.
What bloodline were you running back in the day, man, with the game dogs?
With the game dogs, we had the Jeep, Eli, Red Boy, Jocko. We got some termite. We had some stuff.
Did he say termite and Eli and all that in one sentence?
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Okay. Y'all know I break shit down to y'all. That's what you call a mouth, dog, a tussler, and a driver all in one dog. That dog
with lots of wind.
Ooh, shit. And you gonna produce a bullet dog off that termite going to that Eli shit.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you know, the bully breed carries a lot of the stuff from these game dogs, which were just bred a little bit out of it. You understand? A lot of the game is kind of like got pushed out, but not in the sense that it's all gone. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to carry that, man. I think, and you know what? Honestly, the American bully has lost his strength because of the lack of competition, man.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the lack of competition because, and not the competition in the dogs, as the actual dogs. The competition as far as like even in the show ring, where these dogs are getting picked selectively. They're getting picked before they're even at the show. They're already being picked. That competition has lost and has hurt the breed so badly that it's insane. If the competition was really there, like it's like the NBA, man. The NBA when it started, it grew and it got stronger as the players got better.
Yep.
The NFL got bigger and better and stronger when the players got better. If the bully would take that concept and start getting better, the breed will get totally insane. It would be straightforward. But obviously, as we all know, the money has taken over it all.
Yeah.
You understand? There is no competition now. There is none of that. Now the guy that works hard, like not just to say, but like my wife, you understand? She comes from working 8-9 hours a day, goes and plays with the dog, gets her dog little training in, you understand? Come home inside and cook for us and washes, and then she goes back out and makes sure the dogs are good, and she, you understand? She grabs that leash again. Is it fair for her to get in the show ring and her dog is doing what's supposed to, and they picking someone else?
Nope.
And that happens not only in my family, but it happens all over the place. You understand? I hear it from a lot of people. And that right there is killing the breed, because now what happens is you got an individual that says, man, I got to beat that group. I got to beat that guy. How am I going to beat that? How am I going to – either you win or either you start breeding like their dogs, or you kind of like say, you know what, you can't beat them, you got to join them. And that's the concept that's going on right now. All these guys are joining this thing, and it's not helping the breed at all.
Nope. At
all. I know all of us have heard this from even our parents or our grandparents. It says, like, remember that saying that more ain't always better.
Yep.
Yeah.
That damn right.
More ain't always better, and that's the concept that these guys are taking. That more is better. More bullier is better. The structure's out the window because they're getting bullier. That is not making a dog better. So it's mind-boggling to the way they think, and how and it's part of their tactics, I guess, their education level. They're not going to tell you the right thing, man. They educate you in the wrong thing, and how not to breed, and how to follow, and who to follow. I mean, I just keep it 100, and I try to tell my friends and family and the people that are close to me that love these dogs, I just try to keep it right. You understand? Like, do the research. You can't go wrong, man. Go do the research. If you don't believe in somebody or you don't believe in something, man, go question it, man. Call some people. There's always someone available.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So Ruben, you said something that, that sparked a little smile on my face. You said competition, and I'm gonna ask you, man, because I know you're coming up on the 16th. What made you want to say, all right, man, I really want to go check this out for September 16th?
I'll tell you the truth, man. When I had the pit bulls, we used to have little competitions, as spring pole competition, wall climbing, just like in general, like running, and we would do the treadmills, the slap mill competitions. You understand? We did a lot of stuff, so it was always competitive, man. Even in the games.
I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna explain to y'all what that's called. If some of y'all, he's calling that competition from the trials. Those are the trials. They something happened to where they became illegal or something, because the other half of the trials is hog testing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that's what your dog worked up and did all day through the competition. He was pretty much working up to go see if he could do what he was supposed to do, what they were bred for, and that was to take that was to be a farmhand and take down a hog. All that other stuff was the true putting in work, not going to teach a dog to stand still. Not saying that's not putting in work. That's fun time for the dog because he's relaxing. But that's what that is called.
I love the working dog, man. It's just me in general, man. If my dog can't go chase a ball, man, I don't want it.
Man.
I don't want. It's just who I am, man. You understand? I got a little kid that will run You run a dog to death. So if I don't have that right dog, man, my son's gonna run in here and say, "Dad, we got a problem."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You understand? So I don't want to run into those situations, man. So I gotta keep it right to the dogs, man. I gotta keep it right to the breed. It has to be correct, man. There's no way, man. And not knocking the exotics, man. Not knocking them dogs. You know, to each their own. I mean, I think them people really need to really take a hold of the education and their morals, because they're out the windows with that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I tell you what, man. I'll challenge anybody with an exotic. Give him to my son. Give him to my son and see. Let him play with him.
But
And I
you
tell
finna
you, your
cause them
dog
people.
is. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's just not gonna happen, man. You understand? These guys. I'm in 90-degree weather, 100-degree weather sometimes, and sometimes I gotta tell my son, like, hey, it's kind of hot out there, and them dogs is out there with him.
Mm-hmm.
With no question, man. With none. Yeah, they jump in their pool and cool off and run right after them again.
Mm-hmm. That's all they need.
That's all they do. Like, they know, dog knows. You understand? Dog knows when they're overeating. Them exotics, man, for some reason, that part of the brain is not triggering them to say, like, okay, I'm running hot. Like, something's wrong. Something's totally wrong where the dog is not connecting with that era. You could get a poodle, a chihuahua, don't matter what breed. Get him hot. He gonna find a spot where it's cool.
Yup, because they don't want to kill itself.
It's in their name, but them dogs don't have that. Something's wrong. Something's totally wrong.
They missing that DHA, man.
And that's the
Man,
biggest
it's
thing.
terrible.
You got to think about something, though, since you had said that, Ruben. You got to think about it. Okay, we'll start with, if the foundation of the dogs died from the same thing, I never could understand what kept making them want to breed that dog into their bloodline. Like, if you got to realize something. To even remotely run away from a heart murmur, to remotely run away from bronchiophylics issues, to run away from soft palate issues, palate mouth issues, period. Because some dogs have palate issues to the roof of their mouth. That's why sometimes your dog will rub the roof of their mouth with their tongue all the time. The only way to run from that, you got to be in your seventh, and this is the minimum, your seventh generation. That dog with that problem needs to be so far back to where it'll take you getting what I say, your 9th or 10th generation, that it may pop back up if you do it right. If you do it the right way and actually combine the true nature of the dogs to cancel it out. If you got one dog with a soft palate problem, you need to breed that dog to dogs you know for a fact don't have it. And you need to keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that.
Hey, John had a question for y'all too. He wanted to know, what are y'all thoughts on Brahmas?
Okay, I'm gonna let OG. I can see John. I can see the comments as long as I swipe back and forth.
Okay.
All right. Only reason I'm gonna answer it first, I'm gonna let OG answer it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's no such thing as a goddamn Brahma. That dog does not exist. That is another term. Clint Arthur, if anybody, has the best blueprint to them dogs, because to what the standard calls for, he's written for them dogs are pretty much a different total dog, from the stop, the extra wrinkles, and the straight muzzle. To these names that y'all keep coming up with, I'm gonna tell y'all, just like OG said, do the research. If you cannot find even the term Brahma back in the 90s, that should tell you something. People use the term bully. Hey, I have a bully type pit. I got this real bully Mastiff. I got this real bully Neo. That's been around. But a Brahma, stop me when I'm wrong. If y'all seen a Brahma back in the early 90s and that's what that dog was called, I highly doubt it, because Clint Arthur was pretty much the only one who's really been touching on them. Because if you seen one back then, it 9 times out of 10 ties back to him. That's why the man is not playing around about the Brahma, because he's really putting in work like a breed is supposed to be put in. He's keeping the foundation. He's only selling the dogs to people who will cooperate with that foundation. And that's how you start off a breed. That is how you keep control of a breed. That's not going to get out of hand like the Shorty Bull did. That's what I tell people. That's where the idea of the exotic came from, was the Shorty Bull. Put a Shorty Bull and the exotic side by side and tell me if you can't tell the difference. You can't.
It's true.
is because Jamie Sweet let that breed get out of hand. I'm going to say Jamie Sweet and Company let that breed get out of hand because they did not restrict. And when I say restrict, that means keep papers and send out dogs neutered or spayed. Do not send intact dogs out when you are creating a breed because you need to control the fountain. You need to control what flows from the foundation. If you send out dogs constantly that are not spayed or neutered, your foundation will never exist because it will always vary. Hence, Razor's Edge has no specific look because nobody kept to the foundation of the dogs. That's why you can tell the difference between original Razor's Edge and this bulldog shit. That's why original Razor's Edge resembles true tank dogs because Sean Gilmore kept a method. He kept control of the fountain. He knew how to clone a dog. You know, so I'm gonna let OG finish on that because that's what I just feel about the Brahma. Only one man that I've noticed has really coined that name to be able to make it a breed.
As for me, man, the Brahma, I think like this. I mean, there's enough bull breeds out there enough. There's so many out there. I mean, guys continue to create and create and create, and they haven't even finished. Some of them that are already out there. And I
Exactly.
understand some guys are really good at what they do and their visions and creating a dog. But like you said, you hit it right on the head, man. You have to keep that to yourself for at least 10 years, man, because
Mm-hmm.
there's only it's your vision. There's no way that a lot of people are going to be able to see what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and follow the rules that you want. Rules right now are like nothing, man. No one follows them. No matter how much you could contract you could put in and how much legal terms you could get in, it's not going to happen. Somebody's always going to, go sideways on you. And that's the only thing I can say about as far as creating another breed or that Brahma bulls, where it's really something that it's new. It's really really new,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to take a lot of work with a lot of honest people to actually make it work. And how much faith can you have in these people these days? You understand? You limited to that.
That's like when with Kato. I could look at Kato and see where they were going with it. Me and Chris was talking about it the other night. I look at Kato and Fat Girl. I was like, okay, I get it. Y'all want a stockier torso. Y'all want a wider chest spread and a thicker forearm. You know what I mean? But the things that y'all are calling to be able to carry this stuff is not applicable. You can't ask for this set and then say, oh, the dog need to have cat-like feet. You're not gonna be able to set that type of bone and not expect that bone to spread because the bottom part of the leg is the foot. It's the paw.
Mm-hmm.
The paw has to spread to be able to set that weight correctly.
Yeah.
Now, when you come across the torso, you go any wider than that. What do? You spread organs out. You spread the rib cage out. Now you go back towards the loin. Now the loin, the way y'all talking about y'all want them shorter, the loin's so short the way the dog's annulation has to be curved in the stifles. And when you curve in the stifles, you have knee problems. Why do you think the Welsh Corky, look at the Welsh Corky's leg. Look at the, who else got ham hock shaped leg? Look at the, what's it known, another dog? Even the bull, even not even the bull terrier, because the bull terrier got straight stifles. What is that fucking dog? What is that dog?
You talking about the dachshunds?
Yeah. Look at these dogs no, and the German Shepherd. I'm trying to name big dogs. Look at the German Shepherd. Look at how.
Corgi ain't a big dog.
What? No, I'm trying to think about it. Well, it's a breeding dog. It's a herding dog. Herding dogs.
Oh, okay.
Herding dogs mostly have curved stifles. You feel me? But not to the point to where it's curved when it goes into the knee. You feel me? And when you curve and go into the knee, that causes a slope in the dog's back. If you look at most dogs, the dogs that I just named, look at the Welsh Corky and look at the Corky. The Welsh Corky is a little taller, right? Because his stifles is a little straighter. The Corky is shorter because he got curved stifles, and he can become a broader dog. You feel me? Y'all see what I'm getting at with it? So now for you to have a broader dog, that's why they're calling for this dog to be so different now, because of the weight set. You can't call and say, oh, I can sit the weight of Mufasa on the height of King Kamali. You feel me?
Yeah, no.
It's not going to happen. That's just like Blue a Ruckus weight not gonna look right on Mufasa. He's gonna look emaciated.
Mm-hmm.
Because it comes down to breeding sets and controlling that fountain, man. A lot of people like I see what you're doing with your breeding, Ruben. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I see the consistency. That's DMX, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got
Thank you.
you got Dax in the right spot to knock him back. You feel me?
Yes. Yeah.
You have and that's and then people I'm gonna say it 100 times. That's the only time you need him if you're gonna use that God blasted dog. I don't knock nobody that use him. I kind of see why y'all want to use him sometimes. I wouldn't, but if you're going to, the smart time is to use him one time. You will get what
Yes.
you need from him one time. 2 times, you pushing it. 3, you might well say you locked in his heart, mama.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Terry. When it came to that dog DMX, and having the Dax, his mother's a Juan Gotti daughter bred to Dax. And our dog DMX, he carries none of the Dax. He's been tested, health tested. He's got everything. You understand? I just
Yeah.
how I am. I like to be sure about stuff. And honestly, man, he wasn't bred till he was like 5 years old because we wasn't sure how to breed him. You understand?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
wasn't sure how he was gonna produce. So it took, he was 5 years old when we first bred him, and now we bred him a few times, and he's throwing a little consistent look, and he's not throwing that Dax stuff. Because honestly, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If he would have threw me one Dax looking dog, man, I would not bred the dog ever again.
You a dog, man, bro. That's the shit I ain't never heard. Like,
I would have never bred him again. If he would have gave me that look, if he would have gave me them dogs, I would never again. We took that dog, me and my brother, that's my brother's dog, and we did a lot of studying, a lot of pedigree research. We contacted the breeder, and the breeder, he kind of like set us on the right track, and he helped us push along the right way. And I tell you what, man, yes, I will never double up on that. So a lot of his offsprings that we do have, I gotta definitely go out and go to a different dog, which I also have in my yard. I just ain't saying it, but
oh, look at you.
you're only gonna see Dax one time, and you're probably gonna see it way back then, because we don't know. We're hoping that his sons will be outproducing. He would outproduce himself with his son, and we won't have to breed him again. And then we could, get that further back, and push it forward. You understand? And we want to bring the right dogs forward. We want to bring them Kamali-looking dogs, the thing dogs. We want to bring them old school dogs. We're going to try to bring them back.
Yeah. See, that's what I miss. Like, even a puppy's supposed to look at you. Like, I'm standing in my fence, right? Pep just came outside. That's the only reason I said nothing ain't a loss. Pep just came outside, bro. She barked first, asked questions later. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
She that's the thing they took away from these dogs, man. Like, she doing what she's supposed to do. She seen a silhouette in her front yard. You feel me? And
I got 7-week-old puppies right now, man. You walk in my house, they're gonna let you know they're here.
that's what a dog's supposed to do, man. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing. We're not saying go out. People, listen, people. Y'all know this is why I started Bullet Talk, and that's why I got the homies.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't telling y'all to go get goddamn Cujo. We not telling you to go get go get Gorilla Monsoon. We not telling y'all to go get Jimmy Fly Snooker in dog form. You feel me? We not telling y'all to go do none of that goddamn crazy shit. We not telling you to go get Max from Shotters. We not telling you to go get Mad Max and go kill Acapella Lil Wayne. You know? A dog's supposed to be able to let you know, hey, it's a motherfucker out of pocket, bro, and I don't think you see it. That's all a dog's telling you. Like, bro, he out of pocket, bro. Come here. That's why I always translate my dogs when they do shit. That's what they be telling me, bro. Come here. He out of pocket. He out of pocket. That's all they want to know. A dog is a companion. All dogs are companion. And that's what a companion do. If I'm rolling with Ruben, you feel me? And I see some bitches looking at Ruben the wrong way, and I'm like, Ruben, you cool? It's some motherfuckers looking at you that I'm finna get up. You feel me? Cause my partner not seeing that shit. I'm his companion. I'm riding with him. We doing some shit. You see, that's what y'all have to realize. When you breeding this shit, y'all gonna turn these dogs into big ass dogs that belong in the purses. And what's equivalent to the purse is the motherfucking wagons, man.
I can't stand that wagon shit, bro. Let me tell you, man.
Like, bitch, when I grew up, I seen Renton 10 pulling the wagon. You know what I'm saying? Buck, Big Buck. If you real dog man, everybody know the story about Wild Buck or Big Buck. You feel me? You know, that's the type of shit your dog's supposed to do. Your motherfucking dog. I know some of y'all kids be wanting to cuss y'all out. Like, Daddy, I'm supposed to be in the wagon, not him. Like, why I'm walking with? I seen one picture at Exotic Show, Ruben. The little boy just looking at his daddy, bro. He just looking at him
man.
and looking at the dog and looking at his daddy like, bitch, I'm tired. You got me walking around here. You smell like Coronas. This dog done pissed in this shit. I want to get out. I just want to go. That's why kids don't like dog shows no more, bro. Remember back in the day, you could take the kids. Oh, we finna go see the dogs. Oh, daddy, can I do? Daddy, can I do? Now you got to look at a dog. And the dog could be pretty as hell. Like some of these dogs be pretty as fuck. Chris, stop me if I'm wrong. Don't some of these dogs they be pretty as fuck, son. You walk up on them at a dog show and they choking the dog. He got that Dolomite limp going on. What's wrong with the dog? But he champion though. He champed out under Papa Pitt. He champed out under Wu Zang Boo Dang Boo Bang. He from the UKC though.
That's that selective picking.
Yeah, that's all that matter.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna say it how I say it. ABKC done failed on the American Bully, bro.
Period.
Failed.
Period.
Yeah. Failed.
Period.
Like there's no other question. ABKC owners, staff, whoever's, you understand? And I got a lot of friends that support the ABKC, man, and I support them, my friends.
Yeah,
if they want to show under that registry, man, I'm there to congratulate them when they get their ribbons and all that. But as the registry, they are done sold out on the American Bully. There is no way that they allow the things that they allowed and care about a breed. There's no way. No other breed would allow that stuff. So I'm just going to say it. They done failed. In my book, they done failed on the American Bully, man.
It's supposedly supposed to start
it. It was created. And let me tell you, the ABKC will always be successful. Why? They got followers. They have they're very active as far as shows. You understand? And you can't. I don't knock them for that. You understand? If they want to do that. It's just not. They done sold out on the dog.
Yeah.
Sold out on the dog.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Then you got people looking at good bullies. Like I tell y'all some funny shit. I'm walking the puppies, right? Dude straight up pulls out an exotic and tells me my puppies is pit bulls. I said, bro, they 16 weeks old. I said, these ain't pit bulls. I said, y'all, you're not used to seeing a healthy dog. You know what I mean? A dog with that actually has movable joints. Like even Fat Girl big ass. You know what I mean? We don't keep her that big because I know how big she can get. This motherfucker got up to 70 fucking pounds on a 14-inch frame. I was like, no, because she wouldn't get up, bro. She would not get up.
I got one like that. I got a couple like that. I got to watch their weight because they will. The only thing, they'll kill themselves because they're so active and being fat, they're not gonna understand it. So I gotta keep them at a certain weight because they will. You understand? They're gonna pass out. Being so fat. Some of these guys think that fat stuff is bully. Come on, people.
Say it again. Hold on. Ruben. Nah, they want a girthy dog. Chris.
Man,
they want a girthy dog.
Crazy, bro. Yo, the only thing girthy, man, the only thing kind of thick is like Tori said, your little women. You understand?
Yes, got that right.
Come on, man.
What
the heck is a fat dog gonna do, man?
Nothing. Yeah. Nothing but eat you out of house and home and eat you into a vet bill.
No. What you gonna do with it? You understand?
Yeah, this nigga be killing me with these sound effects.
I'm like, what the heck? Somebody screaming?
No, hey, look, bro. See, we trying to look, this is what we trying to bring y'all. You hear me? This real dog talk, you know what I mean? Outside my little explosion, but we talking real dog shit. We having fun. We got the sound effect, man. We got the producer over there. You feel me? He keep me with the signal, and I'm just a little host, man. And we had guest hosts. Ruben the guest host tonight. We don't have no special guest. He the guest host tonight. You know what I mean? And Ruben really teaching me some stuff. You know what I mean? I hate it that I see OG like him get looked over. You feel me? Like, I'm sitting up here listening, taking notes to this shit. Like, cause that's what I'm finna do to try to fix my dog. Like, I'm finna try to go find some older shit and bring him back into it. That's why I'm not switching Cato paperwork, UKC paperwork to Bullet, cause I'm gonna breed him back to a pit bull to fix him. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He needs to, these dogs, all right, these dogs need to be fixed, bro, and that's the only way to fix it. They're gonna have to go back into what I say, predecessor or original.
I don't necessarily plastically, just a little cleaner structure, which you will definitely create some nice stuff, bro.
That's
You understand?
Yeah.
That just do that research, man. Do the research.
And that's the thing. Like when I had followed. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Gotta get. Yeah. Got that red screen. Yeah. It's coming that time, y'all. It's coming that time. You know. It's battery time. You know. Yeah. I appreciate you, Ruben, for coming on, bro. And
Absolutely.
We gonna pick this up. It's gonna be a part 2. If you up to we'd like to thank everybody who tuned in. We'd like to thank Jason Blue for being the sucker of the night. You feel me? And it ain't about your pockets, people. Enjoyment of the dogs. Like, man, go to the ABKC, but we trying to tell y'all keep your eyes open, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how we gonna close out the show, man. The OG Holy Fire Kennels down there in Florida. You see the Gamecock symbol out there to the producer, and you see right there Nova